and thankful. Giving thanks, yeah. Decided to come up on this live today. Yeah. Grateful for health and strength. This another new day. Yep. No, I'm there, um, I relax with a lot of thoughts going through my head, being out there, I'm a person that always up and going on my feet, always trying to do something, work, you know, and out there see the different things that impact our society. You see them on the social network, you see them even on your job, you know. And one of the things that really stand out to me is the negative drive that is over society. As soon as you'll be doing a lot of wrongs all your life, you're doing wrong. And people come and they encourage you. Oh, change up, young man, change up, young woman, change your lifestyle, young man, change your lifestyle, young woman. And I'm telling you, it does show you uh, uh, the deception that can in our heart and in the heart of people. And but as soon as you start to take those encouragement, as soon as you start to take the encouragement and start to look into yourself and change, really change, because what I come to understanding is that people will tell you things like positive things, like, for instance, do this or do that, encourage you to be positive. But as soon as you start to take it seriously, you see how much backbite you start to get, even from the very same ones that usually tell you, encourage you to do what is right. As soon as you start to be firm, it's like you take the encouragement. I think this person is telling me the truth. I think, you know, and as soon as you start to take it seriously, you start to see a lot of hate. Cause it's like people tell you things, but they don't mean it. Some very few person will tell you and tell you encourage you good and really meant it for you. And I've come to realize that. And then to myself, here sitting and but I'm scrolling and there, but you see the different things that is happening in our society. Person will tell you, encourage you to do good, encourage you to do good so much. But as soon as you start to take it seriously and start to do what they tell you to do, which is right, they start to hate on you. So it kind of confusing. It is. It can be very confusing, especially for our younger generation. It can be so confusing for the young people. I'm a young man, and because I might have all these, but I'm still a young man, and I'm telling you, it can be very confusing. For instance, uh, Christian behaviors. You know, you're going to church. Person will encourage you. Fix up your life. Start to go to church, man. Start to serve the Lord. Start to do this. Start to do that. And as soon as you start to do it, you recognize. I know. I'm gonna say this. I know that we have we have opposition because it is taught to us in church that you're gonna have the opposition, which is the enemy, the devil. Understand? And many a times it's within self that can be, and the way we think. But there are some persons they don't shun that evil heart that come within them to turn on you. You know, the very thing that they encourage you to do, when you start to do it, they start to fight you. You take this thing serious. Uh, you find is so you have to realize you have to be careful who you listen to, careful even of your place of worship, and this is one that some of the very crucial points, you know, that is preached to us. You have to be even careful what preached to you these days, you know. Yeah, but I'm telling you, people will encourage you, and then when you take it really serious, they turn around and certify you. And this can be so confusing, so confusing, especially for the younger generation, you know. But, you know, there's a lot of things that are taking place, you know, in our society. You see, I'm out there and I see what is going on. You see success, and you see growth, but yet there's a big impact on a lot of, you know, demolition and different areas of life. You know, a lot of tearing down, you know, and negativity is out there. But what I come to realize, I can't too based on these things, because many of these things are so much a distraction, so much a distraction, and we have to realize it. We just have to be focused. When you get up and say you're gonna do the right thing, you have to get it in in self to realize it. Don't make it be just because somebody telling you to do that which is right. Make it be in you, individual, knowing within self. So guess what? It worthwhile doing what is right. Don't make it take somebody to force you. Because if it takes somebody to force you to do something right, when that strength is gone, when that individually is not there, you're gonna realize you're going back same place in the down condition. You have to recognize you're going back right back in the down condition. You have to find, when we realize, with mine experience, you have to have that self drive. You have to have that self drive. That even when that person encourage you, yes, you already know. But for instance, that person encourage you to do, you know, that good thing, and you start to do it, and then they turn around and start to fight you. You have to have that self drive that when he or she start to fight you, you know, you already have it within you that this me they want. So no matter how they try to pull you there or pull you here, you still have that power within you. And so guess what? Me already did decide within my mind. So guess what? This is what I want. You know, this is what I want. So then I'm gonna pull you down. Me now make you pull me down from doing my right. You know, society make it what me see as a big impact on society. Persons kind of make society kind of make wrong look right. In a lot of areas, I have seen these things. A lot of areas, society make it wrong look like you're right. When a young man or a young woman start to do what is right, for instance, dressing modesty, speaking properly. When you start to not upping everything that is going on out there, like, in the whole heap of negative dressing, negative partying, and all that are taking place, that negative lifestyle. People want to come and make it look like, say, there's something wrong with you, or is either you they want to stain you with this. This is what some person come with. They either say you're gay or you're a lesbian because you decide not to go with everybody lifestyle. Yet, if you're just naked, if you speak indecent, then you say, oh, you're gay. You start to dress with your pants down at your bottom. Then you say you're gay for that. But as soon as you start to dress appropriately, speak appropriately, change up your lifestyle, then say all manner of evil against you. And I see this in society, that it dribbling down so much to make wrong as if wrong is right. And this is why I say it is so confusing, and it is confusing our younger generation. It confusing our younger generation, you know. And these things creep even into our very home, where this is causing chaos in the lives of home, even marriage couple having it hard, you know, talking to their family concerning certain lifestyle, and society kind of buck certain things. And sometimes when you look, even our very adult or elderly persons who supposed to know these things, because they are more older folks, so they know the different negative lifestyle that is there, and they know the acceptable lifestyle that are more to say positive lifestyle. And some of these things you recognize people dribble down so much that some start to even buck the negative. And when a young man or a young woman start to speak out against these things, they get a lot of bash. I see a lot of young men and young persons, I say persons even over the social network, are talking about these things too. Are talking about these things. I'm not gonna make it look like say, oh, I'm alone, are seeing these things and talking about these things. I saw other persons that are really commenting on these things. Just like probably they do it in a different way. But it is factual that society dribble down so much, especially for homes. It is happening where marriages being tormented, family lifestyle being affected in many ways because of some of these things that are taking place in our society. Like people backing so much wrongs, people backing so much wrongs, you know, and you're wondering where is this going? Where is this going? How, you know? But I'm saying that's why I'm saying one have to really make it up in their own mind, their own self, not to allow it to be because of another person why you make a decision to do what is right, or to come out from among certain lifestyle, not being licking head with the negative things that are out there. Because no matter how society tremble down, there are still gonna be people that are going to stand against certain things. No matter how mash up, you might see society. Yes, it might get worse. It will get worse because it is there for a fact. Things might get worse. Things will get worse. It might get worse in your home, or it can be better in your home because you have to make things better in your place, your surrounding, your home, your mind, yourself. You have to take up yourself as a young man, and you have to decide certain things. For instance, you're growing at home, and we got to be frank. Sometimes some persons grow up in a home where your mother, your father, worldly, and they're just sick, they're just devilish, they're just, you know, and but you as a child, and you have to decide, so guess what? Me not gonna follow my mother lies like the fact you're going to do it. You're going to be respectful to parents because it is always there to respect your parents, whether they're sinner or safe. You're going to respect your parents. But this is what I'm saying. You as an individual, you know, said them a Satanist, them just wicked, evil. And sometimes we're favoritism because a lot of these things happen. People favoritism. You will look behind a person's out there and say, oh, them are devil. But we don't see sometimes in a few own home self, we have them in our home as devilish behavior. But as an individual, you as a child or a young man or a young woman in your home, and you have to make up within yourself, say, guess what? Me not gonna follow the negative way when me sit in my own yard. You understand? You have to decide, say, guess what? If my mother or my father or my brothers, relatives, them, some are live their dirty lifestyle, you say, I have to get up as a son or a daughter and say, guess what? Me not live like a them. Me not go be like them. Me a go do what me know say right. You understand? And this one have to take up within them own self. Say, me a stand for what right. Comes what me. Yep. Because these things do happen. But at the end of the day, persons have to make up within themselves. I guess so. Me now go follow the crowd. And first time you find these schools when we're growing up as young children, going to school, you find these things. There are some persons they're just different. They're just they don't follow the crowd. And I see where you go when it comes to adulthood. You know, some persons just stand out different and believe it. You're not always going to be um, loved by everybody when you decide to I'm not gonna follow the crowd. Sometimes person say, "Oh, you too nerdy," or they put a name on you, and I say, come in your adulthood and you recognize even now some of the things that were happening in society. When I look out there, I say, remember myself in school from primary, go straight up to high school. I realize it's the same thing, same trend. It's like you had some bully in school, and you recognize it come back in society. You still can't find them. It's just the same mentality. Bully. You have some kids were there in school. They're so foolish and just give trouble. And you recognize they come up in society with the same mentality. Foolish, love the trouble, just have the bullying mentality. And even in your adulthood, it's like they follow you. They come and bully you same way when you become a man, big elderly man. News carrying, and I same thing happen. Anybody can really comment or talk about this. Remember when you usually go to school, you find you have bullies. I know you grew up in life. It's like they still follow you. They come, have the same mentality. carry news, make mischief, and now you become a man at the same mentality they have. They're doing the same thing to you, just mischievous, bully, having the same mentality, carry news, and and the trend go on and on and on and on and on. You know? Yep. People just having the same um mentality of just being a bully, just being troublesome, and they go on, no change, no change, just continuing to be the same, just having the same mentality, giving trouble. And you see it go on in a life, you know, it goes on, they just never change. But I am one that I love to observe and see what is right and what is wrong. There are person gonna come. There are person that are going to come while you're on your journey, you know, trying to detour you, trying to make what you know what is right and you are doing it, come and try to make it seem like you're doing wrong. But you within yourself, as a young man or a young woman, whether you're elderly, whether you're young or you're old, you have to determine within yourself. Like I said, I've been through it with you. I've been through it from young. Me not gonna make you or she or whatever come and make me change or distract me. Because there's so much distraction in society. The distraction, the different lifestyles that are there. I think you're going to fight people, and then that's it because every man have to choose to their own self. It's just that because sometimes when you choose, yeah, some people will come like then go and like say, I them own you, I them own you, so they want to come, you know, try like they want to control your life. You choose to do what is right, and then them come from out of we don't know. There's just a trouble wind that blow them, and they just come and become a thorn. They come and they become a thorn in your life. Want to control. It happen right across the board. Sometimes you find that in your workplace, you have somebody trying to seem that as if they want to straddle over you, different from the manager, different from your supervisor. You know, want to come and do somewhat to you to cause you a hard time. But as the end of the day, you have to know, an individual, you have to know what is right, what is the criteria of your business place, what they employ you to do. You know, you know the knowledge of what you go to college for, where you go to college for. You get your qualification, you get your job because of your qualification, because of what you go to college for. You get your job and you get hired in a business and for whatever you have your degree or whatever for. You have to be focused by your job because there's going to be somebody from out of somewhere with the same mentality from they're young coming with it, no change, and want to straddle over it. So we see that these things in society, the different negativity that is out there, and that which is causing a lot of distraction and all sort out there. But at the end of the day, as I said, you have to know that when that whatever come want to make you change from what is right to do the wrong, you have to know within yourself that this is what I want. It's not what you say or she say, is what is right. It's just like, reading the Bible, and it tell you, say, you know, if you lie, if you tell lie, if you do that, you can't go around it and do otherwise. Because that is what it said. It's like an author write a book, and you know, you can't go say in where you know say in the book. So as it goes, you gotta learn to be a man and a woman having your own drive within you. And that you can listen to other person, you can listen to other person once they are telling you the right thing, leading you the right way. You can listen to them, proper encouragement. But we see the dream being down out there, and we have to just be focused. Yeah, a lot of distraction that we try to come and pull you down, but you have to be firm. Anyway, this is my 2 points. Let me just normally with a common all the most time with a command just give a 2 words. But person have to be strong. We just have to be strong. Yeah, when the negative come, when the naysayers come, when them will want to push you down and straddle over you and try to make you feel bad and say all manner of evil against you, I want to tell lie upon you. It happened from people got through it from high school days, from not even from high school, from your primary days, go straight up to high school. You will see that is a part of life. Change it. You just can't change it. It is going to happen. You see all that boy you see along your society, it are gone from before our elderly grandparents and great grandparents before. You understand? And it is here and it won't change. You won't as you might get worse. And if you get worse, you only have to make around your surrounding, in your space. Just have that strong mentality. You right. Me as a person, me usually do business back then. And business is one of the is a competitive thing. You understand? And there are different ways of doing business. Yeah, different ways in which people do business. And you better know you will not a fight against a businessman, but our next businessman a fight against you. I saw things that you in your workplace. You know did if you fight against nobody, but somebody did want to fight against you because he or she just think that you're no good for the job. You're in our community. You're married. You're married for fight against other married couple. But there are other married couple who think you're living too good with your married spouse. Or think there's just somebody there who think feasible or fit for your spouse. Just bad mind or covetous. I saw you and that happen from school days. Yeah, some picking I grew up them bad mind, they covetous, and then some of them they not change. They just have the same dirty, nasty mentality. And it happened from straight in the home. They just bad man, mother bad man, father bad man, brother, sister, and nobody not trying to change. So people have to just be frank with life, and if you're trying to be like hide away from the facts of it, you're gonna get lost. You have to be frank, and guess what? As a young man, I remember you have to be firm. You have to be firm. You have to be firm-minded. Deal with your children. Them, me learn not to be favoritism. Me learning. You have to be firm. When they do when when you just have to be firm. Firm. You have to be firm-minded. Whatever you're doing in life, you're gonna get fight as a young man and young woman. Society make set up in a way to make it make you look so bad, you know, try to make it look so bad, and there's just somebody who just go with the flow, who love it that way. Yeah? Yes, from the year they just set themselves to be a troublemaker, and they love it that way. Yeah. All right, let me see what's here in the comments now. All right, Doctor, wow, you ugly. You look poor. Yes, sir. You know, we have poor people all over. God make poor and He make rich. So I'm not Mr. Doctor Ugly. That's how it is. You know, looks can be deceiving, but we're not. And you should know that too. People never call you poor. Even the rich people we call you poor. I know that we're talking about the troubles that is taking place in our society. We're not come to talk about rich and poor. This is not what this channel is for. This is not the impact that I want to make, Mr. Whatever, Dr. Rugli, whatever you are. Yes. So, we see the whole lot of stuff that is taking place in our society, and some of these things, as I said earlier on, it have come from way back for some of us in a high school. Some of we don't change our ways, you know, and it can be confusing for our younger generation. But we just have to be strong and be firm, you know, and make decision for you because you see it fitable for you. You make it take because of another individual. Like me striving to live right. It's not because of somebody, a family. For me, I'm a young man. I always, always have it within me that I want to be a minister of the gospel. So I know myself always from a young age, I am going to church. And no matter what, me no make people because of people me start go to church. I face things going to church. Lot of I face rejection and I face acceptance. I face whole heap of different things. So it's showing a society there are mixtures of things in society. And at the end of the day, one have to learn to stand strong, making his or her own decision. Because all of me face, If me never come to a knowledge and learn about certain things, would I give up talking about God? Would I start to be like them who call themselves antichrist? Would I pack up amount of things that me face, especially going to church? Going to church. Would I pack up and left church long time and start to but me see the hypocrite and me see hypocrite, me see genuine, people who me think genuine, I see them because looks are deceiving, as Mr. Man would have come and say, you look poor. As me say, looks are deceiving. You understand? So in a church, me see hypocrite and me see people who look genuine. And at the end of the day, when the hypocrite bother me, if it was just for the hypocrite, me I go there to see, or the genuine, me just I go there to see, I would have packed up and left church long time. But because I know what I want for myself, I make my own decision. For me not make it because of another person. Me not make it based on a woman. I mean, I make because if it was for a woman, would have left church long time. If it was for a man, would have left church long time. If it was for money, would have left church long time. When me say left church, turn away from God. You understand? Me that turn away from the Lord. You know? I mean, I go sit down and go and like say, oh, me perfect. I'm a perfect man. No, me not always handle situation perfectly. That's why me thank God for Jesus Christ. Me not always handle situation perfectly. Me not always make the right decision. Even sitting down here right now, me I'm going to sit and ask God for mercy because me don't know if me making the right decision. Even coming on this social media. But because of the things that me face and the thing, but me still decide to guess what? In spite of all the backlash and the covetousness and the enviousness and the negative stain upon society, the people them who stand up for and make me look like me I do evil when me I try to do the right thing. All of the hypocrite them turn up in front of me. Me say, guess what? Me not gonna make because of you, he, she, our brother, our sister, our mother, our father, our neighbor. Me turn and go and do foolishness. I would what them use them mouth to say about me and do all manner of things. Try to make me look bad. Because there are persons when you decide say I gotta do what is right, there are person gonna turn up in your way like a giant trying to make you look so bad. Then tell lie, then do, but guess what? If you just for a lie, but I give up long time for doing right thing. Because when me do me see me see when me do good, when me do good, you get backbiting. And when you do bad, you also get backbiting. Yeah, you're gonna find that person today we encouraging you the wrong thing. Oh, me did think you a better person. Me think you did better than now. I think you were a Christian. I think as you know, me did think you're a Christian. Yeah. So a man have to know when you make your decision. Not make because of based on a person. Because if that person they're there, what you gonna do? And we as young people we have to learn to be strong in life, and elderly too. Yes, and so this is my few saying for the day, but guess what? Just big up to everyone that really take the time out to listen my few words, you know, hear me out, Everybody pass through life. Whatever you can do right, you're trying to do it right. Hmm? All right. So we just have to learn how to use our knowledge that we get and do it right. Anyway, bless up, all the best, and peace out. Love you all. You're the troublemaker. One day you might tap the trouble. Yeah, who come in here and make trouble. Love you all and peace out. Until next time, Lennox Paul said that.